As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Grand Theater. I'm Todd Gr Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed two-time middleweight champion of the world.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. No rest for the weary. No rest for the weary. Welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches that echo. If you're the fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That big hook doesn't land. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Being thrown to the wind. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Beautiful counter punch. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... The bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. They figure out the combination to this. So much for defensive ability. Everything, and down they go. He's back on his feet, but for how long? This could go south in a hurry.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Can't find a home for that jab. Perfect counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. About Jacobs in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. They ring the bell, and here we go. Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Real good back and forth between these two fighters. It's all offense all the time.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Swing and a miss with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Pretty close fight here in this round. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Counter punching. So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to... And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head.
What a nightmare scenario. He's on his feet, but there's no way he's going to win this round now.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here. Swing and a miss with that jab.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Perfect counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Through the hook, didn't land. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Defense is not an option for these two. Didn't land that jab. These two fighters are made for one another. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Punch, counter punch. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
The bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
the final frames of this bout, Johnny. What have we seen so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Those counter punches have to hurt. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he did catch him. He caught him clean as a whistle. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. That's another scoring shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Missed him with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in...
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Do it. They want no more. I can't believe it. They are giving up.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.